When someone meets a woman for the first time, they are more likely to judge her by her appearance and personality. However, some women demonstrate traits that are not only repulsive, but also dangerous to both themselves and those around them. These traits can be seen in the way they talk, their body language, their gestures, their mindset. The problem is that some of these bad traits have been deeply ingrained over time, and it is really hard, in some cases even impossible, to change them. A lot of times these traits were developed via the influence of their parents, friends, or partner, but it can also reflect on the true nature of this person. Some of these bad qualities can even ruin relationships, no matter how strong the bond between the partners may be. Therefore, understanding these flaws is the first step towards eliminating them from one's existence. But what are these traits that make a woman low value? Pay close attention to this video to find out. She is dramatic. No man wants to be with a woman who makes sure that everything in life is as dramatic as possible. Women like this are really toxic and exhausting because they constantly make a big deal out of small and meaningless things. These women are never satisfied and will always look for ways to make life difficult for those around them. A woman like this always causes relationship problems and sometimes is a nightmare to be around. This trait is not only frustrating, but it is also a big turnoff for guys. She's a control freak. A woman who is always trying to control everything does so out of fear. Their mindset is, what would happen if they don't step in? They are always concerned with what is happening and want to say in everything. This type of woman can be quite tough to deal with and usually causes a lot of stress to relationships. A woman who tries to control everything makes the relationship unhealthy and stressful because men want to feel equal, not like they are being controlled or manipulated by their partner. She has no ambitions, in comparison to a woman who has something going for her, who is inspiring and exciting to be around, constantly striving to be better. A woman with no ambition can be found at home watching television or scrolling her phone. She has no dreams or goals and is fine living a boring life without any aspirations. This is not only unattractive, but also very uninspiring. A woman like this will never be able to contribute any true value to a relationship. She cares too much about appearance. Women who are obsessed with their beauty are superficial and self-centered because they care mainly about what other people think of their appearance rather than other values like their personality, mindset, or traits. Though it may come out as shallow to claim that appearance is not important because it undoubtedly is, but what is even more important is how she represents herself to others. A woman who always makes an effort to constantly look her best is not only insecure, but also lacks confidence in herself. This kind of woman always tries to follow the most recent fashion and sometimes spends more time in front of the mirror than with her friends. She has a negative mindset. A woman who criticizes those around her will say anything to make herself look better and make those around her feel as if they are not good enough or not as smart as she is. She will basically never be satisfied in her life because of her need to criticize others, and therefore she will never feel good about herself because she will be always putting others down. Here's the thing. Speaking negatively about other people is a symptom of low self-esteem and is not the behavior that characterizes a high-value woman. She has low self-esteem. Low self-esteem causes a woman to constantly seek approval from others. She is never satisfied with who she is and will do this in order to feel better about herself. This behavior is not only annoying, but also incredibly unattractive. A woman who constantly seeks approval from others is unattractive to men. It is difficult to have a healthy relationship with a woman who has low self-esteem, since she is also quite insecure and often suspicious and jealous of other people for no reason. She is codependent. Codependence results in a very lonely and unfulfilled life. Before a woman can truly be happy in a relationship, she must discover what makes her happy in the first place. A codependent woman will basically always be open for someone who is willing to give her whatever it is that she currently wants or needs. This may take the form of relying on a man to provide everything for her, whether it's financial or in any other way. This could also be in a form that she needs someone to constantly pay attention to her, to give her validation like all the time. She is selfish. A low-value woman believes that she is entitled to have everything she wants and should receive special treatment compared to others. Her world is narcissistic, where everything is about her and all the other people are just basically background characters in her life. She feels entitled to manipulate, gaslight other people in order for her to move forward in life. She will cross anyone, doesn't matter if it's a colleague, friend, or even a relative. She is not hesitant to lie or cheat in order to achieve her goal. She will go out of her way to get what she wants, regardless of whether doing so involves breaking moral laws or upsetting or even hurting other people. She doesn't care about anyone but herself because she doesn't or do not want to understand that her actions are harming herself and not only, but also everyone who is involved in her life. Overall, a low-value woman is someone who is self-centered, and at the end of the day, she will only care about herself. She has a negative mindset that makes everyone around them frustrated or unmotivated. She is codependent, therefore she always needs someone in her life, whether it's a financial or emotional provider. She is superficial. She puts too much attention on her and other people's appearance, but she doesn't really see or appreciate a person's real value. She likes to stay in control and tell people what to do around her, and she cannot stand if things don't go the way she wants them to. She can get dramatic over small and meaningless things. This makes her annoying and not pleasant to be around. If you found value in this video, please hit that like button and consider subscribing.